pal. We're thinking of you, and we thought you gave it a hell of a battle against USC on Saturday night.
Well, first of all, afternoon. How's everybody doing?
Everything's good.
Good. Yeah, I think there was, when you look at it from a coach's perspective, there's no moral victories. But, obviously we made tremendous improvement from where we were from, Fresno State to 1 week later playing, nationally ranked USC and really having, multiple opportunities to,
Did we lose you, Coach?
Hello, Coach. All right, let's.
There we are. Hey there, Coach.
He's there. 1 sec.
Yeah, you got me?
Yep, now we got you. Go ahead, partner.
Yeah, sorry about that. No, I just what I was saying is at the end of the day, long story short, we looked better. We made certain improvements, and we felt good about the game in terms of doing just that and making the improvements. But the goal is to go 1-0 each week, and we didn't attain the goal, so we're back at it. A hard week of practice this week and getting ready for, the Cal Bears.
Coach, I got to tell you what, the team, you guys were organized, you were dialed in, the energy was there, and I really thought that with Kenny Dillingham, Coach Dillingham taking over as far as the play calling, and no indictment against Bo Baldwin, there was a structure, a rhythm, a tempo, and a lot of creativity that I thought. And with Scattaboo, I mean, my goodness, Coach, hell, you could play him just about everywhere if you want to, but that young man and the way you guys use him, very creative.
Yeah, well, he's a tremendous talent, isn't he? And he put a little of that on display, and like you said, many different facets last Saturday night, and certainly glad he's on our team and a part of this program. But that was probably his best game, and that was kind of the Scattaboo that we've been expecting to see, in the first 4 games, and he certainly saved his best game for the Trojans there, and hopefully he continues to play like that as we move forward.
What was the philosophy from the offensive standpoint, from the game plan there, Charlie?
Well, I think, one, just getting some continuity, obviously we went through, and I'll get into the game plan, but, we went through, several different quarterbacks with injuries during that Fresno State game. It's hard, to dial up any kind of continuity. And I think that, in terms of Kenny's mentality is that we wanted to be aggressive, and we felt like there were certain situations where we could be, we could do that. And I think we showed that. And, and obviously then we were able to keep them off balance with some of the different things, as you mentioned, with Scattaboo. And I just felt like the guys were really focused and dialed in and prepared to play that football game. And, that's we need that continuity and that attention to detail as we move forward from our football team, the next 7-8 weeks.
Charlie Ragle is our guest on the Right Toyota guest line. Coach, take me then to Trenton Bourguet. He is back after the injury that he incurred. How does that set you up now with your offense getting ready for against the Cal Bears and their very good defense?
Well, and again, I think that's the mark of a Justin Wilcox coach team. They're always going to be, good on defense, and they are no different this year. So we know that. I think, Trent's know this isn't like, his first rodeo, right? Obviously, he stepped in last year in the situation that was presented to him and played extremely well. We expect him to do just that, come out of business as usual and execute the game plan. And I'm excited to see him, play a full game and execute the offense. I think that he's going to do it at a really high level.
And I think, Coach, what you just mentioned, his maturity, and I don't think there's anything he hasn't seen, this young man, from his perspective at quarterback. And I'm anxious to see him keep this offense in rhythm and tempo. And speaking of that, as far as the receivers' chemistry, you got Pine 1 week, got Bourguet this week. I can imagine that these guys have both got enough reps with these receiving core that they should not miss a beat from the continuity standpoint.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think that they've certainly taken reps from all 3 quarterbacks, Jaden included, right, through the course of camp and early on. I do think, and I think you'll agree with this, Dan, there's something to getting those game reps and developing a cohesion with the guy and playing in
3 minutes.
It's different from taking it to the practice field to the game field. And so I think that the longer we can, the more we can get consistent play from the quarterback playing, over the course of multiple weeks, it's only going to benefit our offense. I don't feel, though, to your point, that there's going to be a drop off with the timing. I think the receivers are dialed in with Trenton, and I expect those guys to execute, as I said, on a very high level.
And Coach, as you know, this will be good therapy for me to talk about a defensive individual that you have there. So a young man from Phoenix, Alabama, one Chris Edmonds, a senior. Man, what a season he's having. 9 tackles last week. And I know you want your DBs to make a lot of tackles, but that young man, Coach, is really stepping up as a senior.
No, he is. He's played well for us, not only in that, obviously in the world that I live into, in the special teams world. He's been a great player for us in several phases on the special teams units. And as you mentioned, really active in the secondary.
2 minutes.
Again, it's guys like Chris that are continuing to enhance and elevate our defense. And I'm excited to see him get back out there and play, a fantastic game this Saturday against Cal.
I'm telling you right now, Coach, the defense, I think, has really stepped up and maybe surprised a lot of people at how well they have been playing.
Well, and I think it's going to, it's kind of been the expectation now, and we set the standard that's how we're going to play, and anything less than that standard is not good enough. And so, we know the challenge in front of us, and we're excited to get to Cal and put another high level performance on defense. And again, it's that I think the mentality of what Coach Ward brings to the table with these guys, and just the just no nonsense approach that we're going to come in here and we're going to work every day. And when we step on the field, whether it's practice or game time, there's an expectation.
1 minute.
And
1
we're
minute.
expected to meet it, and these guys are our guys. Have been fantastic about answering that call, and I think you see the results every Saturday night.
Coach, thank you as always for your time. Good luck to you against Cal this weekend.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys, as always. And let me ask you this: I see that Minucci's in Italy. Is that right?
No, Rock
right?
is. Rock is in Italy.
Rock's in
Not Minucci. I meant Rock. Sorry, Dan.
That's
I
all right.
meant Rock.
Yeah,
How did he dial up that assignment? That's what I want to know.
Well, he's the boss.
You know what, Coach? I got to tell you, Charlie, he's got this 2-sided coin, I think, because when we get these kind of assignments, he's always one that wants to flip the coin, and he'll never let us look at the coin for some reason. So
you got to get that checked out, man. There's something fishy going on. I appreciate